Hello there. Welcome to the Butts to Nuts podcast. I am Ben Charlesworth, and with me, as always, is Scott Charlesworth.
Hello.
Scott, how are you?
I'm very good, sir. How about you?
I'm very good. We watched a 60s movie today, so that's why we're going to do the whole podcast like this.
Yes, we are.
Hello. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Thanks for asking. I appreciate you asking.
Is your back alright?
Yeah? How come? You see me crack it a lot?
I don't know. Baby got back. That's what I'm worried about. You got a story for me? What's happening in your life? What's happening in your life, Scott?
Well,
before we get into this cheeky little movie.
As I told you before, after we watched the movie, I walked out of the room to get a water and a little bit of a snack, bit of pineapple from the fridge, freshly chopped pineapple.
Apparently it makes... Yeah.
Yeah. And I walk out of the door to come back into the back room to do the podcast, and I see two magpies absolutely destroying this peewee. They are swooping, they are pecking, they have him pinned to the ground, and they are demolishing this poor boy. But I'm Team Magpie, so...
You're Team Magpie?
I was rooting for the magpies.
You were rooting a magpie?
No, I was rooting for them. I wouldn't be rooting...
You were rooting a magpie whilst they were fighting little peewees. You're disgusting.
Thanks.
You know, there's some things that I definitely don't condone, and...
Bestiality is not one of them.
Wait, no, what? Not one of them?
Yeah.
I
don't condone that.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, that's
yeah.
right, yeah. I was a little bit mistaken.
It's okay. It's been a very eventful hour and a half, I do say.
Actually, hour and 34 minutes.
Oh, damn, coming at me with the facts.
Specific. We watched the Day of the Triffids today.
We did.
Which I thought was Triffids, and then luckily the other day when I was at TAFE, I was like, yo, guess what? I'm going to watch Day of the Triffids. And then like this lady was like, it's Triffids.
It's Triffids.
I was like, oh,
dumb
yeah,
fuck.
Thanks for telling me, because I'm going to do a podcast on that, and that could have been terrible.
And you know what's even funnier is I would have said the exact same thing.
Yeah, so it's Triffids, not Triffids. Yeah.
It's not a trifle. Not the Day of the Trifles.
I think that this is our first 60s movie.
It is our first 60s movie.
Only taken us 9 months. Every 9 months we watch a 60s movie.
It's like a freshly born baby, you know?
It is. It's quite a fresh movie.
It is. I mean, like haven't really delved into these sort of movies before, ever. I mean, we usually stick in the 2000s lane, I would say.
Yeah.
That's where most of our taste comes from, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to still not do these movies.
Of course,
obviously.
yeah. No, but it's good, though.
It's good that we're doing
different.
one. It's good we're doing one.
And we need to do more because we need to expand our brains.
If you are listening to this and you're like, bro, haven't seen Day of the Triffids, it's on Plex.
Be warned, though, there are ads, but at least, as Ben said, it doesn't cut off pieces of the movie like primetime television.
Yeah, to fit in with the schedule. It just throws in ads there because it's free.
Yeah.
You could just pirate it, but either way, it's going to be shit quality.
Look, just honestly, it's not that bad. Just power through. Day of the Triffids. What a time.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think it's time for a little synopsis.
Please.
Oh, should I do it in the voice again or just do it normal?
Do it in the voice.
After a new... fuck, I can't do it. After an unusual meteor shower leaves most of the human population blind, a merchant navy officer must find a way to conquer tall, aggressive plants which are feeding on people and animals. That was all right.
That wasn't too bad.
There's a couple of stumbles there.
I think I was the only one with the... you said it was population.
Day of the Triffids.
Day of the Triffids.
They are defeated with salt water.
What did you think, Scott? Let's get straight into this little bad boy.
Yeah, it's actually quite a good plot line.
It wasn't too bad, eh?
Look, I'll be honest. I had a bit of a stigma going into this movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a little bit topsy-turvy, a bit shit.
Yeah.
But it actually pulled through, and I thought... still, the plant thing is a little bit cheesy for me, but it's fun, obviously. But overall, there was a very good sense of doom throughout the whole plot that kind of built up.
Yeah.
It was like it started off little sprinklings. You know, obviously you had the foreboding meteor shower and stuff, the blindness and everything moving through it with the Triffids multiplying and stuff, and yeah, it really gave you a picture of, oh man, humanity's hopeless. They have no hope at all.
Yeah, stakes just kept getting more and more crazy. I still have a few problems with this movie, and my problems aren't, before you guys come at me and say, oh, your problem's because it's like a 60s movie, and it's like, you got to appreciate it for the time. I've taken that into consideration.
Yes.
And I don't like to spoil my score, but it is on the good side, so you can't be like at me. Okay?
Yeah.
I thought coming into this as well, I thought I was gonna have a stigma. I was gonna be like, nah, it's gonna be like a 5 or a 4 or 3, something like on the that side. But it's on the fresher side. It is.
It's pretty good. You know, I would say I didn't enjoy it heaps, but
No.
I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to.
I enjoyed it to the point where I was happy. I don't know if I watch it much again.
Look, you know what? No, I'll probably take that back. I did enjoy it. I actually did have a good time.
I had a good time as well. Yeah.
No, it was probably wrong of me to say that I didn't
well,
enjoy
mate,
it much.
what do you want? What do you bloody want?
Well, just make up your bloody mind. Just tell the people what you want.
Make up your mind. Everybody, Scotty out here with a video shower. I think my thing isn't as accurate. You do it.
Sounds like you had a stroke, mate.
I'm suffering greatly.
Do you need me to hold your hand?
I need you to hold something else. My left
your
toe.
Triffid?
Yeah, my Triffid. Hold my big Triffid.
Yeah, I'd fuck a Trifid.
You'd fuck a Triffid?
Yeah, I would.
How would you?
I would ask it politely. I would take it on a nice dinner.
Yeah.
And then I would go home and say, would you like to sex? And if the Triffid said yes, I would fuck it.
Now, I don't want to get political.
Ah, shit.
But would you squirt some sea salt on a Triffid?
Or only if it tried to bite me old fella off. You know?
Actually, that's a good point from me. Hello there, Ben Charlesworth.
Oh.
Because sea salt is seaweed.
I thought you were going to say I thought you said sea salt.
No, sea salt, as in don't
Sea
forget
salt.
the sea salt. Hey, Mum.
Hey,
don't forget the
your
sea
sea
salt. Hey, Dad.
Doesn't that stuff give you cancer?
Don't forget the sea salt. Well, do you reckon sea salt would affect the Triffid?
Yeah.
A sea salt because it's from the sea. So Triffids can't have sushi.
Yes.
But they might be able to have seaweed-less sushi.
Wow, you're really like picking this to pieces now, aren't you?
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I'm answering the questions that the people are asking.
If you squirted a bit of sea salt on one of those Triffids, it would dissolve instantaneously, I think.
Disagree. I don't think it'd be instantaneous.
Do you
I think it'd
it'd
be
like
a burn.
A little burn?
A little burn. I like the burn. I like the effects in this.
Damn, you're just a torturous boy, aren't you? You just want to torture these Triffids.
I do. It's a little bit of a fetish of mine. Let's talk about the start of the movie.
Ah.
How good was that intro?
With the carnivorous plant thing?
Yeah.
It's like, he was talking about Venus flytraps and...
Voice.
Sorry?
Voice.
I can't do it. I don't know what he said.
Venus flytraps, they're carnivorous. But the Triffids is also carnivorous. From the day of the Triffids.
And then it came up. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah,
that was very nice.
That was cool.
I liked that a lot.
Rolling through the front credits, and it wasn't just boring credits either. It had like the cool little visualizer out the back of it too.
Yeah, I'd love to know like how they did all like stuff back then.
Yeah.
This makes me sound so young and stupid.
You naive little prick.
That's not naive.
No, I'm kidding.
That's a curious little boy wanting to walk into the 60s and go, listen here.
Look at me, I'm Curious George.
Yeah. Come on, Howard Keel. Tell me how the director did it. And then he'll be like, I'm Bill. And I'll be like, oh, you dirty little boy. I like that. And then it got a bit slow, but it was the start was it was very cool.
It was pretty hype. It was getting you there.
Speaking of hype, throw me with a point.
Man, Bill was the GOAT.
Bill was a goat.
Oh, he just knew everything. He's like, nah, we need to fuck off to Spain right now, otherwise we're all gonna die. And then she's like, no, I gotta stay here and look after all my friends. They're blind and we gotta stay here. No, you're gonna fucking die from some Triffids. We gotta go to Spain.
40 blind people just all in there.
Yeah, and then the what was it? The convicts came along.
I like that it showed many different angles of like
Yeah, a lot
how,
of perspectives, wasn't there, from the end of the world?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what would happen if everyone went blind at the same time?
A lot of shit, that's for
Wow.
sure. The convicts, coming in and then just fucking raping all those chicks, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that graphic, but there was definitely that.
Well, yeah, that's
implication.
what it was going to happen.
Yeah, for sure. But, man, well, yeah, there's just so many different aspects that it actually did address, which was really appreciated.
Yeah, I confused though, because let's just go to the convict scene for a sec. Because there was that chick dancing on the table.
She looked like she was...
Do you reckon she could see? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, but she was the one that screamed in the end.
So what, if you scream, you're blind?
Yeah, but... No, no, but she screamed when she saw the Triffid come through the window.
Oh, yeah, which means she could see.
Which means...
Oh, I mean, you could
she
hear
was
it, I
one
guess.
of the, like, people in the house that wasn't blind, obviously.
Or she came with the convicts.
True, they could have picked her up on the way.
Yeah. She was a little dancing girl.
We're cracking...
She was a little dancing queen.
Dancing queen.
I don't know. What plot line did you like better, though?
The scientists or Bill?
Which I thought his name was Dr. Someone when
Bill
I
and
looked at the
Susan.
cast, but his actual name was Tom. So it was Tom, Goodwin, and Karen.
Tom and Karen
Tom
or
and Karen.
Bill and Susan?
Yeah.
I like Bill and Susan's a little bit better.
Yeah.
I thought Tom and Karen's was like a fun little side quest, but I reckon they should have died.
Yeah, I think they should have died as well.
Oh, you know what would have been great is if they figured out how to kill them and then they died and they couldn't spread the knowledge of how to kill them.
Let's get straight into it, because how did everyone in the end figure out the salt water?
Well, yeah.
He had a radio, yes, but they didn't try and use the radio at all.
And
was
they-
it just like a radio to listen in, or could they like project and talk to other people?
It was almost like Tom was like, fuck it, they're at Gibraltar, they're too far from us anyways, what's the point?
But like, how could they spread the word? Because they couldn't get out.
This is a good point.
I mean, they probably had communications because he was on an island by himself.
Oh, obviously. No, I think they would have communicated, but it's just weird that they didn't communicate earlier.
Yeah.
And the radio was dead for a while, bear in mind, but when it came back on, they didn't try to communicate straight away, which was weird.
No, he just wanted to yell at her a bit more.
Yeah, Jesus, Tom was a fucking savage. He's like, just every second.
What did he say? The first thing she says is, because he's a marine biologist, he talks about stingrays and he goes, "What about the stingrays? To hell with the stingrays!" and just yells at her. Yeah. Oh, it was great. Or he yells at her and goes, "I only get one bottle of scotch a week instead of being able to get her whatever I want."
Jesus, Tom, yeah, he had some issues. I mean, living on an island for a long time.
I
would
know,
send you
only
crazy.
having one bottle of scotch per week. That's gotta ruin a man, you know?
I mean,
One a day, bro.
go hard or go home. That's what they
Exactly.
say.
And then he could look at all those fish and be like, fuck, you could actually figure out the truth. None of this, like, one bottle a week shit.
Like one bottle a day, that's what's going to get you through.
Exactly.
And Karen's just there going, shit, what am I got myself into? I should have left this man a long time ago.
Yeah. They had a very weird relationship.
Yeah,
I
at
don't
some
think
points-
she liked him either. Were they married? They must have been married because they had the same last name.
Yeah.
He just
yeah.
hated her.
And then she was like, oh, I've just had it, but I'm going to kiss you anyways.
Oh, that's right.
that was
When
weird.
so the first Triffid came in.
It was
and
like a desperation kiss.
it's like, get some sleep, and then she kisses him. It's like, well, now I can't.
I can't get sleep now.
I'm horny because you've just kissed me. How am I meant to sleep?
Tom's
after
bricked
you-
up, man.
Bro, Tom is totally bricked up.
He's totally bricked up.
He's like, fuck, man.
Oh man, we haven't had this chemistry for years, Karen. Like, goddamn! And now the end of the world's here, and we can't sex it.
I can't sex it because there's a goddamn plant just coming in. Those plants were so fucking tough.
They were. I mean, he stabbed that a couple of times, Tom, with a old harpoon.
Took him a while.
He jammed his harpoon in there
Shall we go over, like, what are all the things, I can't even remember that
that they
had?
tried to use to kill them.
Yeah. Well, like, even just, like, all their abilities, because they can reproduce that quickly, because they're like dandelions.
Yeah, you cut them into pieces.
Oh, is
they
that
can
dandelions? Yeah.
No, they're Triffids.
No.
Oh no, but the propagation.
Yeah.
With their little.
yeah, I was saying it's
Not
light.
no, they're not. That's a flower, a dandelion.
Yeah. What's those things? Little fuzzy.
Oh, like little they're like little spores.
Yeah, but
almost.
what's those like little fuzzy things and you blow it and you get a wish? And it's like,
Oh, I think that is a dandelion. I'm pretty sure.
I'll Google it.
Maybe
Lifetime. Quick fill for me.
Look at this. We're sciencing so hard right now.
Yeah, I was right.
Yeah.
That's a dandelion.
Fuck yeah.
Woo!
But that's not how they spread. It was like little spore things,
That's like a dandelion.
sort of.
Bro, they were totally dandelion.
They were just dandelion.
They were dandelions, man. You look at that shit and you go, dandelions. Dandelion. Oi, Tom, Bill, dandelion. Day of the dandelions. That's going to be the reboot.
That's the Matthew McConaughey version of it. It's like,
All right. Dandelions. You know, I'm Matthew McConaughey and I write myself a list every morning.
Does he actually?
Yeah. Yeah, he does. And then he's like, yo, it's 8 o'clock and I've already done 7 things. Bitch, your life is shit. And I write a journal. Fuck yeah. And he always like goes...
So wasn't he saying that thing? He's like, he looks at his journal whenever he's sad. He's like, what was my mindset?
This doesn't sound like that at all.
Well, what was my mindset when I... Hey, I'm Matthew McConaughey. I'm here to stay.
How they both?
It's like a fusion of Michael Jackson and like some...
Hello, fellas. All right. You know, I write myself a list every single day.
Alright, speaking of bad acting, because
Yeah.
that was bad from me.
I don't think it was.
There was a lot of bad acting in this. There were some good moments from the leads, but most of the time the extras and the side characters were quite shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially most of the people acting blind. That was pretty poor.
yeah, true.
They were just like looking to the side, like slightly. It's like, oh yeah, that means I'm blind because I'm
Yeah.
not looking at your face. But the thing is, though, people that can't see usually do look in the direction that you're talking.
Yeah.
But they're just not looking at your eyes. So,
Yeah, true.
anyways, it was the
Good,
60s.
good
That
blind acting is like Daredevil.
Daredevil. No, yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
The show, not him and She-Hulk, I presume.
We haven't seen. I don't even think that episode's out yet.
Ooh. Would be by the time this is out, surely.
Tomorrow? No. Yeah, tomorrow. I think it comes out tomorrow.
Daredevil's out tomorrow.
But like
Nuts.
it'll be next week. So like the week before. Damn, we're
Ah.
getting crazy with time right now. I'm so confused.
It's like the day of the dandelions. Hey
But
guys,
yeah.
Overall,
I think the acting
Susan
was okay.
wasn't too bad, which I was surprised. The kid,
Susan was pretty decent.
bad bit of acting from her was like, I want the horsey. Why can't I take the horsey?
Classic. That's a classic.
Shoot her. But other than that, she was good.
And I thought Karen and Tom were pretty. No, Tom wasn't. Karen was all right.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
she was pretty. She was like cliche horror girl.
Yeah, she was
So,
pretty good.
like,
She was pretty good.
like screaming and stuff.
Did some epic screams. That one where he was asleep and then she found the regenerated.
He just wakes up and is like, "Oh, what's going on here?"
He loved grabbing her and squeezing her arm. You notice that? He squeezed her bicep.
It's like, come on.
If you played a drinking game of every time he squeezed her bicep, I reckon you'd get pretty drunk.
I think you would finish a bottle of vodka
Or scotch.
or a scotch.
One a day.
know
Not one
what?
a week. What is this bullshit?
All right, I'm going to admit something right now.
You were bricked up for Tom?
No, I've never tasted scotch before. And my name is Scott, so what am I doing?
You got to say you've never tasted poop. What did you think of the practical effects?
Yeah, they were all right. They were pretty good.
All right.
No,
Bro, they were good.
Actually, no, for the 60s, these were pretty good.
they were good Triffids.
Quite ahead of their time, I would say.
Probably ahead.
Yeah. You know what? In the crater scene where they discover the Triffids breeding and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was foreboding. I liked that a lot.
Or like the reveal of just like 1,000 Triffids
Yeah.
outside the electric fence. You're like, holy shit.
And I know how they would have done that too. You know how in these old movies they do the matte paintings? Well, they still do them today as well.
Yeah.
But like, you know, you build a set and then you have the matte painting behind it.
Mm.
Yeah, that's how they would have done the perspective with that and put a little couple of moving Triffids in the front on the
Yeah,
Spain
yeah.
farm scene.
I wonder how they did
Really
the, destroyed cities and stuff like France. They must have done miniatures.
And then lit fires behind it and stuff like that. I think.
Yeah.
But it makes sense for things to be on fire and that, because imagine someone's cooking in the morning, right? And then suddenly they go blind. Oh, the stove's still on. Boom! House is on fire.
And
they're all gas stoves too.
How did Tom and Karen not go blind? Because they had windows and shit.
Well,
Like they weren't asleep the whole night.
well, they were down the bottom of the lighthouse.
Yeah.
They weren't looking out. So remember, they were saying, "Oh, let's go out and have a look. This is like a once in a lifetime."
No, I need my scotch.
What about? All right, I got an image of the science man. No, the security guard guy that was in
An image for an audio format. I love it.
Yes.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
In my phone.
This guy,
Which guy?
the security guard in the greenhouse at the start.
Oh yeah,
Remember him?
I do remember him. That was a good death.
It was a good death.
That was
He got
effective.
slashed across the face, turned green from the poison.
Actually, a brutal moment. This movie didn't hold back, I didn't think, as well.
It's pretty good.
The plane scene.
Yes.
I did not think they were going to crash.
Holy shit, that was savage. That was actually really sad, that scene, because
Wait for you. I was like, hell yeah.
No,
Let's
well-
get rid of them.
let's get them out of here. No, but like the captain's saying, just tell everyone they're going to be all right and fasten your seatbelts because we're going to land. And he's like, well, I might as well just crash the plane now.
I'm blind. And then you see it crashes just outside
Yeah.
of Bill and that.
That was
all
pretty
the people
crazy.
just freaking the fuck out. The train crashed as well, and
You know what? That's actually kind of a trendsetter for these sort of movies. You see that in the modern War of the Worlds as well.
and
but
Snakes on a Plane.
Snakes on a plane. But only the aftermath.
Of Snakes on a Plane. I'm sorry.
You're confusing the people.
Okay.
You're confusing the people.
Okay.
No, but you get.
I'm confusing the people.
But it's a good.
Alright,
it's a really good
alright.
scene. The plane crash.
It is a good scene.
Yeah, I mean, plane crashes are not good, but it's a good scene.
Okay. No need to bring it down to that level, bro. You see what day it is?
Oh shit! Oh, I know. It's the 15th. It's okay.
Yeah. Leave it in.
We're gonna get slaughtered.
No, we didn't go through that. So, the Triffids were super strong. They bred like crazy. Were fire resistance. Had poison spray.
Poisson? No, that's a fish.
I
think that means poison too.
Could regenerate. And were scary looking.
Damn.
How?
You know what? The best power was the spookiness.
No, man, that's spook.
It was so spooky.
It had so much spook.
Spooky plant.
I look at a Triffid and I go, spook. Spook. I look at a dandelion and I go, ooh. Alright. What else you got for me? Come on, smack me with another point.
I've got this one. All right, they go to the house in Spain, and the first thing, the dude just walks out. Please come in. Oh God, Teresa! What the fuck? Okay, first of all, how do they know they came up the hill? Because they didn't drive up.
Yeah, they're blind.
He just walks out of the door
Greets them.
and oh man,
There was a weird moment as well where like
very
Bill
strange.
questioned if he was blind or not, and then it just never got addressed again. It was like, wait, are you like blind, sort of thing? And he's like, yeah, and then that was it.
Yeah.
But the guy just acted as if he wasn't blind the
Yeah.
whole time. I reckon he could see.
Yeah, he was just pretending to be
was-
blind. He was going to steal all their shit.
That leads into, you say that, that's actually interesting, because that leads into one of my faults with this movie, is a lot of the characters as well were just, I don't know, sometimes they were just unnecessary.
Yeah.
Like that pregnant couple, yes, they were funny for that one moment. No, one guy was, but what did they do the whole time?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
It was, they were there for the house, and then they basically just got put in a car.
All right, you know what would have been better is if the girl that was at the big, like, I guess you could call it an orphanage, but it's like an orphanage for blind people. Blind orphanage.
Yeah. We're
yeah.
doing this blind.
Fine. But that girl that was talking to Bill and stuff like that, if she was a bit older and she was pregnant, and that could have been a good plot point that they got to get to Spain and deliver this baby and shit.
Yeah.
And then they meet the Spanish farmer and he dies and they deliver the baby. Like that could have been.
That actually sounds not too bad, eh?
That could have saved a bit of time using a useless character.
Yeah, I think just
Because I was kind of like, oh, she's okay, she's gonna have a baby, but it's not a character that I've connected with yet.
and there was no point. It's just like
Yeah.
here's the baby. As well. Oh fuck it. This is a trivia thing, but I'll say it. No, I'll say it now.
Yeah, say it now. Say
is that Kieran Moore and Jeanette Scott? So that was Tom and Karen. Were only added to the cast when it was discovered upon completion of filming that there was only 57 minutes of good usable footage available.
Damn.
The whole lighthouse sequence, directed by veteran cinematographer Freddie Francis, was only added in to help extend the movie's runtime.
Because it was very distant.
So that's why that felt so...
Yeah.
Yeah, because it felt like there was this one actual story and then there was theirs. And they were both cool.
I felt like it could have been a sequel, like in its own right, or a different movie. Like with a different sort of plot. I don't know.
Nah, I wouldn't want to see a whole hour and a half of just those two.
Yeah, true. That would be a little bit irritating.
I think that I didn't mind it. I just, I guess some
You would have liked
points
a bit more connectivity.
No, not really.
Between the two plots.
I don't know.
I would have.
Yeah, you probably would have, and I probably would have as well. You're right. I do want that. Oh no, your phone's buzzing, Scott.
Fuck, I better get some... I found out what this is, what the buzzing is.
Yeah,
it's
still
these
doing it.
cables aren't insulated properly.
What do we need to do?
I need to get better cables, man.
What do you mean insulated cables?
Like, they're not very good.
Did you find that some moments just like then were dead? Like in the movie.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did find moments
We're dead.
were dead.
We're dead. Yeah. There was a lot of slow moments, and people once again be like, "Oh, you just can't handle the 60 slow. You got a short attention span, you TikTok degenerate fuck." And I'll be like, "Bro, just because we're on TikTok doesn't mean I can't watch something and just let
We
it
can
sink
criticize
in."
it.
Yeah.
We're allowed to have an opinion.
Exactly.
This is why we made the podcast. You fucks.
I think it was a bit slow at points.
Look, yes, I agree with you.
I didn't mind most of it though.
But yeah, that's right. Most of the time, the plot was very enjoyable, and it gave you a sense of chuck the movie on before a big serious movie.
Yeah,
It was like a fun thing to watch, and then later in the night, you put on a cracker.
Yeah, real cracker.
Yeah, this movie was literally cheese and crackers, and the next one that you would watch in the night on a big night out
Is your spaghetti bolognese or your bosciola? Oh yeah.
We're having pasta tonight, aren't we?
I know.
Pasta bake.
I've made it. I've prepped it. Shall we get into trivias? Do you have any last?
Let me
final
just
words?
have a little bit of a spooky little Triffid look, eh?
Bill's a G, Dandelions, Matthew McConaughey,
Plane crash was savage.
Mum.
It was...
That's about it, really, isn't it?
But honestly, who gives a fuck about Triffids, eh?
Yeah. Oh. Actually,
The
no.
blind-
This is what I want to say. I didn't like the end. I wish.
You wish it was a bad ending instead?
I don't know. I just felt like that the whole time.
You wish that when he jumped off the cliff, he actually broke his neck?
Yeah, because
and that was the end of
that
the
was
movie?
an insane stunt.
Wow.
Homie just dived head first, nearly hit the rocks.
He was only half a ruler length from that. not even a meter ruler, a 30 centimeter ruler from those rocks.
You never dive head first into any water if you don't know how deep it is.
That's rule one. You
They
learn
did
that
it-
from birth.
They did it differently in the 60s,
Yeah.
and I respect that. And I think let's bring that back. Just wean out the weak.
That's how we do it.
Yep. Trivia time?
Yeah, trivia time.
All right. Well, as you know, this was based on a book. So the book ends with the Triffids still a threat. See? The book ends cool.
Nice. Usually books with, these books are much cooler than the movies.
Yeah, right.
Just because of the lack of, I guess, ability to recreate the imagination of the book at that time.
Yeah.
They did a very good job,
I think so as well.
give them that.
I will give them a lot.
but usually the books are
I'll
better.
give my whole heart.
Unless you're Stanley Kubrick, then there's a bit of contention with the movie being better than the book. That's controversial, but I'll just put it out there.
Have you read all The Shining? No.
No, I haven't. But I have read all of Clockwork Orange. Actually, the book's better than the movie.
Oh
Shit. All right, I might be disproving my point here.
Fuck. Can't really comment.
Yeah.
You know that lady called Benita or something like that, and she was like the blind woman who was friends with Little Susan.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. If she was older and pregnant, that would.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, and
Would be-
she got eaten. Well, she was good friends with Bill, like in real life, so she was happy to be like on the set with him. However,
Yeah.
she found the whole set really hard to work on because there was last minute script revisions all the time and changes of director as particular problems. She
Interesting.
also suffered a serious injury when a rake went into her back. A stuntsman's rake, like, oh wait, hang on, no,
Impaled her back. So then basically. when
raked by a stuntsman's nails.
What?
Oh wait, hang on. When an action sequence left her back accidentally raked by a stuntsman's nails. Oh, I read that wrong.
Someone raked with a
A
hand.
hand drawing blood.
Shit.
Stuntman raked her back. Holy fuck.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been one of the convicts then.
Yeah.
One of those guys. Cause
Oh, maybe.
That's the only other scene she was in,
yeah, that guy. Yeah, you're right.
that's weird, man.
That's weird. Yeah, that is a bit weird.
Damn.
Letterboxd.
Letterbox time. We will get some theme songs on here soon, and it will be very nifty.
Oh, yeah. Stay tuned for that, you dirty little dingers.
Yeah.
PT99 says...
Yeah, PT99, let's go.
The day of the trifling bitch-ass plants that sound a lot like Perry the Platypus to me, to some fucking reason. 2 stars.
That's great.
I only got 2 this week. The other one, Andy, I disagree, and I wonder if you did too.
Okay.
Not going to rate this because the quality is the sole reason I could not pay attention. A lot of it interested me, but I could not get into it because of that damn quality. Caps lock. Need a restoration. Now, yes and no.
Andy.
Restoration would have been awesome.
It would have been awesome, but Andy, you got to understand that, as we have pointed out already, this is a movie from the 60s.
Yeah.
You got to cut it some slack with this stuff. You know,
I didn't find the quality was that... Like, it was very...
it was shoddy,
Yeah.
but it almost adds to the character of the movie as well.
Yeah.
That's,
I mean, imagine having 4K visuals and then just having like that
it would
shitty
be weird.
audio.
It would be really weird.
Yeah.
Now, because you can't do much to the audio to fix that. You can restore it a bit, but not to the point where it sounds like a modern movie.
No, not at all. I mean, I probably could, but not many people could.
Yeah. I know, because you are too good.
Audio wizard.
You're just incredible, Ben.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, I think Andy, you're a fuckhead.
Yeah, I think... Yeah. Come on, mate.
Your opinion's wrong. Okay, let's face it. Your opinion is wrong. Don't speak.
Now I'm scared and bricked up. I guess I'll go first this week with my score.
Yeah.
Please, 6 out of 10, Nugs.
Oh, congratulations. I'm a little bit less than you, but it is still on the positive side. It is 5.5 nugs out of 10.
Dandelion.
Dandelion. All right.
This is the end of the episode. Thank you for listening to the Butts to Nuts podcast.
If you enjoyed the podcast and want to support us, you can do any number of these 3 things.
Number 1.
Tell a friend, a family member, or even a random person off the street to listen to our podcast.
Number 2.
Leave a review. The higher the better.
Number 3.
Follow and support us on our social media platforms, being Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, all with the usernames Butts to Nuts.
Again, thank you for listening. See you next week.
Butts to Nuts.